14 theft cases you have in your background. You're now charged with your 14th theft case. You want your baby to be like you?
I don't even want to be like.
I expect you to show up to that thing at 9 in the morning when it starts, if I let you out. I haven't.
Those 18 seconds you just saw? That's a 21-year-old standing on the absolute edge, 14 theft cases, a pregnant girlfriend, and a judge who is finally out of patience. But what happens when the excuses stop working? Meet Mr. Waters. He's barely an adult, yet Judge David Fleischer is staring down a rap sheet with 13 prior convictions. Waters claims he's finally staying out the way, but his patterns suggest otherwise. Why does he keep returning to the same gas station where the same officers are waiting to arrest him? With a first child on the way and a stable home offered by his 18-year-old girlfriend, the stakes have never been more permanent. Is this just self-destructive behavior or a cycle that's impossible to break? To see how justice navigates the thin line between a second chance and a life behind bars, hit subscribe and join us. Let's go back to how it all began.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
18? Who do you live with?
I have my own apartment.
How? I could barely walk when I was 18. Tell me about yourself. What do you do?
I just graduated college. I only have my associate's degree. I was going to Blinn College.
Wow, that's amazing. Great job.
Thank you. I got my first apartment in June, and I live on Belfair Pines, Kane Street. And I work from home from there.
So you do have an income?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. You're aware of Mr. Waters?
Yes, sir.
Are you guys together?
Yes, sir.
How long have you been together?
For like 3 years.
3 years? Okay, so you know him well.
Yes,
Okay. My only concern is that he's picked up quite a number of charges. So I just want you to be careful.
yes, sir.
Are you okay if he stays with you? Okay. That was my concern. And I was telling Jillian here, my concern is that he's got a lot of history and a lot of just nonsense. And I don't want him to pick up any more cases. So before we let him out, I want to know that he's got a stable home that he's going to go to. I'm going to put conditions on him so he's not out in the middle of the night, right? I don't want him to go to any of these other stores that he's ever been to for any of these thefts. And no dope, no alcohol. And that's it. Stay out of trouble. Do you mind bringing Mr. Waters in? Thank you so much for coming. You're doing great. Just keep it up. Really.
Bye.
Sorry.
I am.
Okay. Wonderful. It's a lot of work and it gets stressful. So be careful. If you take care of that baby well, that baby will take care of you. You got to be careful with who are you around, what they're doing, because if there are other people that are smoking marijuana, it could affect that baby. And the problem is that baby is constantly growing and it needs love, it needs attention, it needs prenatal vitamins. Because if you don't take care of that baby well, you will or could have, the baby will have developmental issues, and then you're a lifelong babysitter, and we don't want that. So if you take care of the baby well,
Yes, sir.
someday they'll take care of it.
Okay.
Do you think there's anything else that we need to address?
No, Your Honor. I don't think so. Are we waiting for Mr. Waters to come out? What sure if you were? Did you say
Bringing them out.
you bringing him out? Okay, that's
I want to admonish him that,
Okay.
you know, especially with a baby on the way, he's got to be careful. No dope. Like, I'm going to test him like crazy. Anna, you saw the DVR?
I saw that you want to talk to him, but I haven't seen the actual VR.
Okay. I'll print it out for you now.
Okay.
Okay, that's for you. So you okay with Friday though? Okay.
Just to be clear, yesterday I asked that his mom be reinstated. I'm not sure what your decision is today for services to clarify. Reinstatement.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Waters. How's jail? Good. You know, Mr. Waters, I want you to understand that we mean business. The days of catch and release, they're over. We're not going to play this game. And I'm not going to allow you to taint anyone else near you with your 15 theft cases that you have, or 20 or 32. No. If you want me to let you out, you will have strict supervision, meaning no dope, no alcohol, and I'm going to test you like crazy. No going out in the middle of the night, no going to any of the places where you have your prior theft cases from, and most importantly, you need to get a job. There is a career fair, and we're going to give you a flyer, and I want you to meet me there, so we're going to try to get you a job. Do you understand? That's the rub. And you smoke dope, it's over. No marijuana, and I'm going to test you 40 days or whatever from the last time. Has he tested? Do you know?
I'm not sure, Judge.
Rachel, has Mr. Waters tested before?
I think he
And do you have any more children, Mr. Waters?
No, sir.
Okay, look, you have a baby on the way. You need to treat that baby well, because if you don't, you are begging for a lifelong problem with a kid that will have developmental issues. And then you have a kid like that, you are a literal babysitter for the rest of your life, taking care of a baby that can't do things on their own. Don't smoke any weed next to the baby. Don't do, because anything you do can potentially affect the baby. So you need to be careful what you're doing. You need to support her, because, you know, she's going through changes. She's going to have a ton of hormones. The hormones are going to make her upset. They're going to make her feet swell. She's going to be cranky. She might have back issues. You need to be there to support her, because if you're there to support her, show love, respect, it will make the baby feel it as well. Anything you do could potentially impact that baby. You need to consider that when you're out there. If you're stressed out because you got no money, or just think of the baby. Any test, prior test? Okay. You will be drug tested 40 days from today. If you drug test and you test positive for marijuana, that tells me that you've continued to smoke. And there's only one place you're going to go. You're now working your third case. Jillian is asking me to reinstate your bond. I very, very reluctantly, meaning that I'm scared to do so, but I'm going to today to give you the benefit of the doubt. But it's not going to happen again. If you go to jail, it's because you didn't listen, you picked up a new case, or you're doing something you shouldn't do. And I don't care if Jillian has 15 of your family members here begging and pleading. It's not going to happen again. Do you understand? No marijuana, no alcohol, no going out in the middle of the night and get a job. All I'm asking you to do is be a normal person. That's it. Give me questions. I'm giving you an ankle monitor so I know where you are at all times. You can, but I'm not letting you out in the middle of the night. I'm giving you a curfew. So Jillian, we can talk about, maybe 9, 10 o'clock, something like that. She's welcoming you to her house. It's not your house. So if she tells you something to do, you look at me. If she tells you something to do, it is her house. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Because when you burn a bridge, you never know when you might need to cross that bridge. And if you don't have her taking you in, you're on the street. And if you're on the street, you're with me. So be nice. Okay, I'll reinstate it.
Thank you, Judge.
But he needs a GPS prior to release for the curfew of either 9 to 10, whatever it is. And then I'm giving him 2 weeks to either get a job and bring proof. If he doesn't, then he's to meet me at the job fair at the Fresh Start, and we're going to find him a job there.
Yes, sir.
And then I'll be there and he'll meet me there.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay? I'm really unhappy with you, Mr. Waters. When does it stop? 14 theft cases you have in your background. You're now charged with your 14th theft case. 14. How old are you? You're 21 and you have 13 prior theft cases?
Order
I see,
in court.
Jillian, I see that a lot of them are like kind of bunched up. There's like at least 2 different patterns of 4 theft cases that are all together. I don't know what that's about. I mean, I haven't done a deep enough dive into his cases, but what's going on now is that your lawyer wants me to give you a PR bond. I know that you're asking me please, but the problem is though, is if we let you out, are you going to pick up a 4th case, perhaps a 15th theft case? I know that you're going to tell me little bunnies jumping in the woods, that of course it's not going to happen. I'm going to have a halo. I know that's what you're going to tell me.
I've been harassed. Look, I got numbers, I got witnesses.
So, Your Honor, what he's trying to say is that he understands that all of these pending cases involve the same gas station, the same officers. And we'll be looking into the contact that's made between him and those officers in all those cases. But he has been out of trouble, with the exception of what happens on this property. And even, like I said, even the PC with this theft case, it's not in this court, but it's shaky in my opinion. And also the evading as well, Judge, that I was originally on. He's backing up from the officers. He's walking slowly. When the other officers get there, he's still at the location. He didn't evade, I would argue. But it met PC, and so we're gonna fight that. But it's not an evading where he just took off running.
13 prior theft cases. Who do you have in your life that's out to help you?
I got my girl, I got my baby mama. I got a baby on the way, and I've been staying out the way.
Oh my Lord, you have a baby on the way.
I've been staying out the way, I promise.
Mr. Waters is expecting his very first child. Him and the mother are together. She's very supportive. She was here last week when he was initially arrested. So they're working together
Let me
to
ask you this.
create a life for their
Do you
family.
want your baby to be like you?
I don't even want to be like my dad. I promise.
Where's your dad?
I don't know. Somewhere in Katy. Been on my own side, I was 12. I've been home, I understand about them deaths, what I used to do back then, but that's not going
All
on.
these are from 23 and 24. What do you mean back then?
This ain't been going on though, like just ever since I came home, when you gave me the PR, I ain't been doing none of that no more. I just been staying out the way. And these same officers just keep on harassing me, jumping out on me, and I can't even go to the store to get
you have the same officers that keep listen out when you're trying to think of something to say, you're not listening. If you know that you have the same officers that are coming after you over and over and over, yet you continue to go back to the same gas station over and over. Jillian,
Judge, I mean, I'm sure it's probably a condition of his felony, but a condition can definitely be that he has to stay away from the gas station. That seems to be his only, the only thing I see that he has done is that he either lives around there or he continues to believe that because they sell him things that he doesn't have any issues, that maybe he is or is not allowed, we don't know, to be there. To his knowledge, he is allowed. But that seems to be the only thing he's done wrong since I've represented him.
what I'd like to do, number one, is I would like to compile a list of every theft case that he has, every single place that he's picked up a theft case from. Number two, I want to know where he's going to go. I'm not taking your word where you're going. I want to know, and I want to talk to them myself where you're going to go. So I want to know. And just your baby mama, I don't know.
I got numbers
Okay,
right now.
we'll get there, but I'm not letting you out to roam the streets.
I'm not
because-
roaming no more. I got you understand. I'm not roaming.
We'll get his address and
And
have him.
I want to know every single theft case here. Where are they from? Why? Okay, and then if he has nowhere to go, I want to reach out to the MAC and see what we can do to provide him. And you need to start working. You have way too much time on your hands, and you are the epitome of self-destructive behavior. You need something to do with your life, Mr. Waters. You need to get a job. So this is what we're going to do. And we have a job fair that's coming up. Hold on a second.
November 9th.
Is that the fresh start? Yeah. Can you make him a copy? So what I'm gonna do is, I'm not gonna let him out now, but first thing I wanna know is I wanna know where he's gonna go when he gets out, number one. Number two, I wanna compile a list of all the theft cases, where they're from. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a monitor on him. And then number three, he's going to meet me at the fresh start because we're gonna get his ass a job. A full-time job. I'm going to be at that fresh start fair, and I expect you to be there because you and me are going to get you a job, one way or the other, somehow. I'm going to be working that thing, and I'm going to expect you to show up to that thing at 9 in the morning when it starts, if I let you out. I haven't decided yet. That's where we're at, okay? Thanks.
Judge Fleischer made the call. Mr. Waters gets his release, but only with a GPS monitor attached. But did the judge make a mistake? Is Waters a victim of police harassment, or simply the epitome of self-destructive behavior? Comment below, Team Waters or Team Fleischer. Do you believe this 14th chance will finally be the one that changes him? Hit like if this case surprised you, and share this with a friend who loves courtroom drama.